On the morning of April 16, 2014, South Korea was in great shock and sorrow. It is one of the most unforgettable days for me as well as for almost people in the South Korea. That day, the Sewol ferry headed from Incheon to Jeju Island sank. This accident is called the Sewol ferry disaster. Of the 476 passengers, more than 300 people died. There were students who went on school trip in the ship. Only 75 out of 325 students in Danon High School were rescued. The causes of the sinking has not yet been clarified. Someone claimed that it was caused by sudden change in the route, and some argued that it was caused by overloading the cargo and not binding the cargo. Someone even said that it was caused by collision with a submarine. Anyway, the response to the accident was very poor. First, the time when rescue team was dispatched was too delayed. The captain did not take any immediate action. Even the former president, Park Geun-hye, appeared at the National Emergency Management Agency 7 hours after the accident occurred. Overall, the government was very incapable of responding to disaster. About 3 minutes immediately after the accident, before the ship was severely tilted, there was golden time for escape. However, the captain of the ship made a very foolish judgment. He told the people in the ship to stay and just wait. In particular, many students at the bottom of the ship followed the captain's word very well. Unfortunately, golden time has passed and ship is more tilted as time goes by. The student followed the command of the captain, eventually could not come out. However, the captain escaped from the ship at the very first without any sense of responsibility. Even when he was rescued, he hid himself from being a captain. The Sewol ferry disaster was a totally man-made disaster. The people felt a lot of disappointment and anger about the inability of the government and the people in the ship. They felt compassion for students who had been sacrificed at a very young age by some selfish adults. I felt the same feeling. As a pre-service teacher, I suffered from severe helplessness. I was also so sad because one of the teachers who died while rescuing students was my friend. She was just a second-year teacher at that time. Originally, her room was on the 5th floor, but she was found on the 3rd floor. This is because she went down to the 4th floor and 3rd floor to save her students. I could not stay without doing anything. I went to Ansan City, where Danon High School is located, to help them with my friends. After memorializing the victims there, my friends and I went to volunteer center. There was a funeral for the students whose bodies were taken over, and we were able to help them. The volunteer center was filled with so many people already. I think we had same mind at that time. We just wanted to make them feel comfort and wanted to help anything for them. We just wanted to let them know that we are crying with them. After that, I also participated in the movement to ask the truth of the Sewol Ferry disaster. But at the time, former President Park was very passive in identifying the truth of the Sewol Ferry disaster. After she was impeached by will of the people, the current government is trying to clarify the truth of the Sewol Ferry disaster. For those who have been sacrificed, what we can do is to reveal the truth and remember them, to prevent tragedy and make a better world.